All right, so Hollow Purple is coming out, so I want to do an early showcase on JP to kind of show how they made him like almost necessary, but at the same time, like I've said, he's going to go into standard. And if there's anything to show you that, it's the fact that he's dupe 5, okay? So he's one of the few dupe 5 units on this account, and it's been relatively free to play. So, you know, the fact that it is dupe 5 kind of is telling that, one, I'm pretty sure Grim Hoops did summon on Hollow Purple, but also that he's pulled him on standard, right? That's basically it. So that's number one. Now, number two, before we really get into it, I just want to say I will be streaming the potential end of JJK live. So we'll see what rewards were buffed, because I was given a little information from the birdie that some rewards will be buffed, but we're going to have to see to what degree, and we'll see if it's cooked or not. And then it's Gojo. I'm sorry, I need to summon on him. I already have like 40k cubes, so we'll be using that on Gojo. I don't really care for Momo or Itadori, and I have them both on this account. So let me know also if you would be interested in showcases, especially more so for Momo. Itadori's good, but you guys already have Yuta, so it's kind of a no-brainer not to summon on Itadori. But yeah, Hollow Purple is maxed out, so let's explain what he does. He's a bit higher than the grade we have on Global, and obviously he is max dupe, so do not take this showcase as fact, but it's going to show you relatively what exactly he's doing at a bit higher stat level. I mean, it's JP, so that's to be assumed anyway, and he's on standard, so it's not like this is a whale account and it's like, oh yeah, I just maxed him. No, he's on standard, guys. You've seen, right? This is common knowledge at this point for the people who watch my streams, which make sure you tune into both of those streams. Make sure you let me just say this. It would be very appreciated if you like the streams and then turn on notifications. All right. Now, anyway, going back on topic, if we go to giveaway, like I got Hollow Purple on the account on a standard pull in Itadori's banner, in this Itadori, I think. So I don't know if that's the right account. So you can get him, right? That's what I'm saying. I just want to make it so that there's no FOMO, because you're not really missing out. You're going to get him in the future. Now, this is Gojo. Hollow Purple has the same stats as Blue Gojo. Alt gauge, I think, is a bit higher. Now, what is his thing? He leaves in 7 turns. So if that's something you don't like, maybe that's another reason to not experience FOMO. I really don't want you guys experiencing that. I also recommend not spending for him. I just don't think compared to the other must-summon units, he's worth it. Anyway, going into it, his thing is he leaves after 7 battles, and he's attacking in like Blue Gojo. Now, what is his other gimmicks, right? Why is he better than Blue Gojo or needed? Number one, he's needed because there's no other good green unit that's really out yet until Mahitone, probably a month from now. Max a month, I say. With this schedule, max a month. Now, his skill 1 is a debuff. Okay, I like that it's a debuff, right? And it has a high chance to crit, which when he performs Black Flash, increases his own crit hit rate, and then here it's a high chance to crit. So he's basically meant to crit in a lot of cases. This skill 1 has pretty much almost guaranteed crit chance. We'll see, but we're not using the skill 1 anyway, because the skill 2 is where it's at, where it increases the enemy's damage by 30% for 2 turns, but it increases the damage they do, okay? And then it increases your damage by 70%. So now we have to get something straight, right? This Gojo is able to stack 3 instances of 125. This Gojo could stack 70, but then you also stack this twice. So in total, if we say it's additive, that's 140, and then that's 60, right? That's probably multiplicative, right? That's a big thing. Probably is multiplicative. 1.4 times, or something like that. No, it's not 1.4. It's 140, so it's 2.4 times 1.6. It should be, unless I'm wrong. It should be something like this, which makes it times 1.6, bro. 2.4 times 1.6. Oh my god. So 3.84, which is kind of how multiplicatively, if it does work like that, it would work. So that's why it's good, right? But that is single target. Keep that in mind. This is the only part that's AoE, but to be fair, there's only ever one boss, right? There's not like 2 bosses. Sometimes, usually there might be, but usually it's one big boss and then the little enemies, right? So this you put on the main boss and then you get this for everyone. Now this is going to decrease the enemy's damage. I don't feel like you're using this much, but the break damage is huge, okay? Break damage on Toji I found to be very nice, but Toji's is also much higher. What's it at? His is at 255, which very big difference. But still, 100% if you need the break, could be good. But I don't see you using it much. This Besides at the beginning of the battle, because you can only stack this twice. And what are you stacking it for? For the ult. Now this ult is a 2000% multiplier, which is double Blue Gojo. So if you count that there's one less buff stack, you're still fine because of this, right? So that's why this Blue Gojo, Green Gojo is like good, right? He is good. I'm not saying he's not. Now, more than that, is this the... No, I need to find the memory because I'm using Gojo's memory. I want to test it out. And I think a lot of you guys could be interested in that fact. So why not test it out? And it's this one. So it gives the same Jujutsu, same HP as, what's it called? Non-standard. But when you use a commander alt skill, you could taunt for 2 turns, right? And then at dupe 3, you taunt for 2 turns, but you could use it twice. So you could use it on the last turn. It brings down the cooldown. Now, what it does is at the start of the turn, if own alt gauge is full, increases own damage dealt by 20% for 2 turns. The more turns that pass, the greater the damage dealt, increase up to 100%, up to 1 time during battle, okay? Now, what you have to realize is that Gojo leaves the battle during ult. So you use this on his last turn, okay? You use it on his last turn. Right? Which means this is why you're able to stack it, because anyway, you have to wait till the last turn. So we'll see how much we could get use of this, right? I don't know how many turns it counts, but I feel like it will be 5 turns, but I feel like that's too much. So we'll have to see. But anyway, his damage should be relatively comparable or higher than Blue Gojo's, but there's also the fact he's going to taunt, right? Because Blue Gojo is not really making use of this because Gojo wants to spam his ult, right? That's the thing. So they do work a bit differently in that case, but the thing with Green Gojo also is that he debuffs a bit, which does help the rest of the team if there are other DPSs. So I've taken an executive decision. This is the team we're going to be running. We're going to try and go for pretty much the high nuke, and we're going to be using this because it's max duped also, and it's going to give us the extra ult gauge, which doesn't really matter, but we should be doing decent enough damage with it. So that's the main thing to consider in this. So I just want to show the recollection, but all in all, I feel like it's just simpler to use this one. Okay, so that's how we're going to go. And this is basically just going to be a full nuke. Now for this, what we're going to do is go into tower because those are the floors that I said you're going to need Gojo for. And we're going to put that to the test essentially. So let's just hop into this. We're going to start with 21 and work our way up. So yeah, that's basically going to be it. We're going to try and kill some of them, right? And then afterwards, go for a big nuke on the ultimate, essentially. And we need Yuki to live. That might be a problem. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that works for sure. So yeah, let's go into this right now and just see how much damage we could do with non-standard. Obviously, the Gojo or the hollow purple one could give more, like, if you max it out, but it's a 15% difference if we really think of it, so keep that in mind. So we're just gonna go for this. Gonna go for the this is the cursed energy one, correct? Yep. So we could give the, I kind of want to do this though. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we're gonna just go for killing, I guess. I gave it to Kaido, right? Because he's a bit lower. Yes, and look at him get his ult quick. So yeah, not doing too much damage yet. Attack Gojo, yep. Ah, fuck. Okay, so if someone dies, hopefully... We'll have to see. We'll have to see, actually. So now that... How much is the damage reduction? How many turns? Is it gone? No, one more. He's gonna lose it. We'll do this. Yeah. And then, hopefully... I don't know if we're gonna kill yet. I think one more stack and we might have. But we'll see. Okay. No. Oh, okay. No. Okay. We're up, we're down, we're up, we're down. So, buff. How many turns is it? 3. Hold on. It's 3 times 1 turn. 3 turns 1 time. So, I don't really use this Yuki much, if I'm being real. But I think it's 3 turns 1 time. Yeah. So what we could do is ult now. But we have to use this too. So we're gonna have to hope for the best, essentially, and buff, or we should buff. That's what we'll do. That is what we'll do. Okay. So damage reduction, that's fine. I get that in. No, not Yuki. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And then Yuta's gonna heal. Okay, so Gojo gets 1 more turn, and then we are good. So yeah, Yuki should live now. Probably. So let's put this on him. damage increase. Well, we'll stack it. We'll stack it. And then, yeah. So he's going to get his ult now. Alright. But, there we go. And now we are able to ult. And Yuki gives the big damage increases. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. So, bot. And, wait, that's AoE? Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, in terms of stacks, it's not crazy high. But we have a good amount. I feel like we do. And then we go for that. And this. So, if we clear, that means we did good damage. It's going to be hard to see the damage, though. That's the main thing. So 100% damage increase and then 85 there. Beautiful, by the way. If we kill, I mean, we know this did good damage. No idea how much it did. Maybe we'll see here. Maybe we'll see here. 200, I don't know. I don't know if that was 1 million, 2 million. I don't got a clue. Y'all can let me know down below. But clearing this is a pretty big feat in it of itself, okay? And it's one of the things that, like, you can't really ask of many other people. And, like, just seeing how much damage those little guys did, like, you could imagine that's why Gojo does work so well. So we'll go into one more of these. Okay, so this is a single target. So it's a lot better, all things considered. Yeah. Yeah. Because one person, I'd rather that. So now we get to see single target damage. That's the main thing. I think for that, also the taunt would be good. I'm not gonna lie, but then we'd risk a bit of damage, right? So I'm really just trying, we could say, the free-to-play build in this one, even if we're max duped, so keep that in mind. Really not trying to go super hard here. We want to try and force ults, though. We do. Like, I really want Kaido. I want Gojo to get his ult quick, but it's going to be difficult, is the main thing. Maybe we... I don't know if we save it. No, we'll just go for it. I want Yuki to live, and we're not going to buff him. We're not going to let him do more damage to us. Hell no. Not yet. Not yet. Now, Kaido get... Okay, they get at relatively similar paces, though. Jeez. Okay. So, yeah, we'll have to start buffing. And hope for the best. That's basically it. Yaga's dead if he gets hit one more time, so we'll do that. And then this. So, yeah, having the taunt on a... like, one like this... Pretty good. Because you see here... Yaga... Yeah. They're dead. And look, we almost broke him, though. Because of Gojo. The break increase, right? Keep that in mind. So, now we have ult, but Gojo does not. But we're about to break. We're about to break, so... Could be good. So now we have to use... No, we're going to use this and then we're going to do it. Because when we break, we'll be in a good spot. Keep that in mind. That's basically all we're hoping for. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Now we have ult. Then, hey, we'll still put it. Boom, there we go. Because we want to make sure that they don't take too much damage. That's the main thing. Like, in teams like this, you really have to be... Like, Gojo is basically the main guy. So this is going to be basically a self-support one. We'll see how much we do without much other help except for Yuki, right? Because the other two are fucking bozos and they died. So yeah, here we go. So bop, 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 bop. Hopefully I could catch the damage number. That's one of the worst things, is you really cannot see the damage a lot of the times. But he still has some good stacks. Not a crazy amount though. This isn't max, but he still did 2.7. Keep in mind, right? If Yaga and Nanami were alive, that could have easily been 3.5, 4 million AoE, right? So, you know, you got to keep that in mind. I think that is pretty good. Overall, I'm probably too used to JP numbers with Domain Gojo. But, you know, Domain Gojo, hey, for all we know, he's next week. For all we know, he's next week. So I need to bite... listen, we can't be sure. We cannot be sure. So let's go into one more of these. And I think we'll be good. Like, we'll see his damage is good. Now, maybe we put Yuta instead. So that we live. Maybe. We're going to do that. We'll do that. We're just going to put Yuta so that we could live. Essentially. So that we could get the heals and Yaga could live. And we actually have any amount of stacks. Is basically how we're going to do this. I think that makes more sense. I feel like it does. I really feel like it does. So let's go into this. Let us go into this one and finish it off here. Crazy, by the way. Gojo has 45,000 HP. Think about that. So we want to break him. We do want to break, so we're going to go for this. Also, because it literally doesn't matter. But, you know, we're going to keep damage reduction here and go for the break. If we could break, we'll see. We'll see it right now. So, in terms of, like, will it be possible? Oh, on Yuta, the one person I don't want you to do that to. Sick. Okay. I mean, it's fine. If Yuta tanks it, then that's also a good thing, we could say. Because then no one else is taking it and Nanami comes in, right? That's the main thing. We're just going to hit him, see if we could get any closer to it, which I don't think we will, but hey, well, why not try? And but so his damage there, like 189. Oh my. Okay, but Yuta could heal though next turn. So that's not bad. 189 I don't think is horrible considering his whole thing is nuke. Okay, that's the way I see it. Let's try and save the GOAT. And oh wait, he's at 10. Well, I mean next turn he'll be able to do it. I can't really do much now. So we're gonna do that and then we'll do this. Yes. 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 Yes, I think so. So there we did. Okay. Yeah. And that's why Nanami's here. And that's why Nanami's here. So now we do that. And we damage increase. I put a stack on him, correct? No, no stacks yet. Oh boy! Hopefully Yuki doesn't die, because then this might be cut out the video. Okay, thank God. There's only one stack, which makes me very scared. Because we gotta do this. Stack. Okay. Yuki, please. Alright, well, I'm gonna do this ult and we're gonna come back to a better run. I mean, unless we kill, which I don't think we will. We'll see. No. But 1.8 million, no crit with barely any support. It's pretty good, but let me come back to a better Roto. I mean, this is a pretty good run. This is a pretty good run. We also have the damage reduction remaining for Yuki to sustain himself. And now we can start getting the stacks in. There we go. So I put damage reduction instead of the one I had so that we could get the damage increases in the first place. Right? That's the main thing. So now we need to get one more turn. One more turn and I think we'll be good. What stacks are we losing? That's one. But then we're going to get a 100% damage increase plus this. Right? Because we only have 170% increase. Correct? At 65? Ah, yes. Okay, it's not max level. That's fine. Ah, that's fine. Okay, bop, bop. And Yuki needs to live. Please, bro. Okay, I mean, we got more stacks in. I got greedy. I should have just used it. I should have used the ult. I should have used it. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm really bad at timing these things. 3 million there. 3 million's good. We're starting to look a bit better, but let's see how high we could go on this stage. I'm trying it, bro. I'm trying it. Let's get it. Also, I want to say I could have just pressed ult because it's one time in 3 turns and he didn't do damage on the debuff. So I just want to throw that in there. That Yuki's ult, you could use it like 2 turns before and it's fine. Because you're still going to get the debuff. The debuff doesn't count on Gojo. So Yuki works very well with them because you could just spam the debuffs and use the ult, right? Keep that in mind, please. Just don't do my mistake. Alright, so no Nanami, but here we go. We're going to use the ult and then we use our debuffs because now we have all the stacks we need. So even if we take the damage, it's fine because we have to use it. We get it once, right? So even if we use that, we should still have the 100%. Right, that's the main thing. Because we look at it. Yeah, they're dead. But Nanami comes in, so that's good, I guess. But we look here, and the 100% is right there, right? So we have 2 turns to use it. And one more attack. If Nanami doesn't die, then we'll be looking pretty good. The buffs we're losing is 1 stack of this. That's it. And we gain it from Nanami, right? Keep that in mind. And we get that also. So that's good. And that's fine, right? So now we all, hopefully more than 3 million, because if not, then this was a very confusing thing. But bro, it's always a treat to see that all. I love it. How much? 3.5. Okay, it was a bit higher and we killed. Right, so this is tower, right? It's supposed to be difficult, but with a bit of work, like the nuke was successful. And you could definitely do better than me, for sure. If you want to use Inumaki, maybe that would actually help you guys. But yeah, I mean, these are all units you'd have. And obviously, with time, it's going to be even easier. So, I mean, that's good. And if your supports are better equipped, better recollections, etc., etc. But, I mean, yeah. So that's Gojo. I mean, we just tried to have some fun with nuking. I mean, that's his whole thing. Just giving bombs out, essentially. So that's Hollow Purple. Let me know if you're summoning down below. I don't think you should. I really don't. I'm just saying, I don't think you should. All right, that's it. But remember, going to be streaming on Tuesday and on Friday to check out the updates. So we'll see how that goes. But besides that, I'm done. Have a great night or morning wherever you are. Bye-bye.